Jim Davis securing yet another victory here. Yep. Out of the way, boys. Jim's in town.
All right, so we're still doing our Worlds prep, but we're trying out a deck that is honestly like the best budget deck in the format by a mile. This deck costs like $60, and it's almost entirely the lands, which are cards you want to buy for all formats anyway. So if you're looking to get into Standard, Paper Standard's coming back. Use your first deck on Arena. Great. I guess Arena doesn't matter. This is wild cards. But in Paper, this is a great first deck to start with. Super cheap, super cool. And it seems pretty good, too. It's 5 votes in leagues. This person went 4-2 in a challenge with it. And this deck is almost just Dustborn block constructed. It's all about eerie stuff.
Oh, it's eerie, right?
It is eerie.
Scavenger, Tamer, a lot of card draw here, both Enduring Innocence and Entity Tracker, which is really, really good. A lot of good removal in Ossification and Shelter by Ghosts. And then most importantly, the protection spell here in Rescue and Ethereal Armor. So this deck just is aggressive, can kill things, can draw cards, has counter spells on the board. Pretty flexible, honestly. So let's see if it's a real deck or a budget deck and kind of find out. And that's what we're here to find out and what we're here to do. So let's do our things. Let's go. And I'm just I'm going to stop talking and run the ad. Let's go.
Are you ready to elevate your limited game? Introducing Magic the Gathering Arena Limited Stats by Untapped GG to make every draft count. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting, our meta tier list shows you the best colors to draft and how popular they are, so you know at a glance what colors to pick. Navigate card ratings to discover the strongest bombs, or dive deeper with our advanced view for detailed breakdowns. Ever wonder what it takes to get 7 wins? Explore trophy decks from other players, study winning drafts, and replicate their successes. Victory is just a click away at mtga.untapped.gg. Your path to Mythic starts here.
All right, we're in. Chat coming at me. I haven't got a doctor yet, but I think I'll be all right. If it still hurts a day or two, I'm not like dying or anything. I'm just like a little like woo. So, all right, hands great. Keep double Scavenger, Rescue, and then Innocence. And let's see if this deck's the real deal or not. World Championship is in like 2.5 weeks. It's in Vegas. Obviously, this should probably be really good for us. So, Simic Cookies is also a linear deck, and these like linear, like Aura's is historically really good against like linear matchups. So, I might just jam the Rescue here, honestly. Just get in for some damage. Next turn's Innocence, 2 more counters. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna get in. So, counter up, here and here. Boom, 4, go. But yeah, first with the follow button, like, comment, subscribe, support the content. If you want me to do well at Worlds, hit the like button and leave a comment. That's what powers me up. I'm like a superhero with no powers who gets powered up by that. Which is weird. Haywire Might. That's rude. This exiles a non-creature artifact or enchantment? Sure. No blocks. We're going to draw. So, Might is certainly annoying, but I think we just want to pass the Innocence, though. Counter on Scavenger. Gonna keep our beats going. They could kill the... they can't really kill anything yet, right? Just have the Rescue, so... They can't kill the Innocence. They can kill these. Those are double chump block. They're already in chump block mode? Wow, that's sick. Alright, so we're laying the beats. Yeah, just like when you're playing a linear matchup and like we win the die roll, have a good draw, like it's just yeah, and then our deck seems pretty good in the matchup anyway. So we're gonna bring in probably these ossifications. Is Kidnap any good? This is the Mind Control. I don't really know if yeah, I don't leave for like, a week and a half, so I'll keep an eye on it. Kidnap. And then what are we cutting? The Rescues don't seem great, actually. They're just not going to have much removal in their deck. And then I probably should cut some of these card draw creatures because, like, it's not really a grindy game. It's about, like, just being linear. So, cut these. I don't want the Smites. I don't think so. I'll try the Kidnaps, though. Little Mind Control action. All right. On the draw for game 2. Elder Jeep Fiend. I like it. All right. Hand's good. No 1-drop, but Tamer seems great. Definitely has a much slower hand. Let me still keep it, though. Karn's mad again. Karn's just always mad. Someone's got to tell Karn. You gotta go with the vibe sometimes. Stop being so mad about everything. Want to do Heliod in the sideboard? Heliod is the like Gravedigger for enchantments, right? Could be okay in like grindy matchups. All right, so now they have a much better draw, obviously. We draw a Inquisitive Glimmer. All right, so we're just gonna go Tamer. If they kill the Tamer here and attack for 4 or 5, we're probably gonna die. Or if they have a glyph. But if I get to untap and go Glimmer Ossification, it's a pretty big game. Oh my god. All right, well, in the battle of linear decks, you know, this is what happens. So, play land, Glimmer, Ossification. And the question, I think, is what do we ossify? These tokens block really well. We can just block the glyph forever. It's probably the Wormwood, I think. Just like, whatever. Don't, you know, block the glyph for all time. Yeah. And then attack for 2. And I mean, like, Ethereal Armor's great. Innocence is pretty good, too. Armor on Innocence is obviously insane. If I draw a land here, and I'm able to have mana up for Innocence, Armor, and Rescue, I think we're actually going to win this game. Surge Engine, sure. Alright. We don't draw a land, but Innocence is great, so. Innocence also plays really well with the Tamer, too, so here's Tamer. Two cards in hand, and they have a counterspell. I wouldn't be surprised if the card Annul is in Foundations. They're a Repulsive Mutation. Sure. It's annoying, but... Wait, what? Oh, no. They misclicked the card. Well, that's lame. Alright, I guess. They didn't target the spell, they just targeted the creature. That's... Yeah, I mean, I think we are probably in good shape. Anyway, this game, but... Yeah, pretty bad UI on this card, really confusing. Alright, we'll just say go. They do this unblockable Surge Engine, but we're about to have a double Ethereal Armored Lifelinkers, so it's probably fine for us. We'll just say go. That sucks. Like, they might have won this game, and now they're definitely going to lose. Alright. Is Boros Aura better than Blue-White? Very different deck. Boros deck is more of like a, you know, a Paralysis Fling deck, so... yeah, so... So if we, with the unblockable creature, we would have needed to draw a removal spell. Now we just... Oh, we did, I guess, so... Sure. Might have not mattered. All said and done, but... Here's the armor. Draw a card. And... We just armor twice, I think, right? Yeah, sure. Armor twice. 12. Attack for 12. I think this game's pretty over at this point. So if they had countered this, the game is much more awkward. I think we still draw Sheltered, hit the engine. Because we drew Shelter, we might have still been fine this game, but... Oh, did I have Lethal? Yeah, Lethal, I don't even know. Whatever. Here's Haywire Might. Yeah. This can only hit one of the armors, which is fine. Punt for punt. Or make it fair, you know? Make it even.
You can.
Take 5. Yes, the word of mystery is this deck is really good against aggro decks, but struggles if it can't keep its engines online. Just gonna untap. Another Tamer. Jeez. So they can block with the Might and sack, so don't gain life. Need to watch out for that. Otherwise, once they sack though, we can just play our Shelter by Ghost next turn, and follow up with that. So let's just attack. Haywire Mike cannot hit creatures. It is non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. So they're going to block, sack, kill an armor. And then we will Shelter by Ghosts and probably win the game. Okay, so no life gain. And Sheltered by Ghosts on probably the Glimmer, I guess. I don't think it really... I guess the biggest thing, it just makes it hard to kill. Sure, put it on this. A little double lifelink for you. Gives it ward too, so... Do that, make a token, draw a card. Draw Seachrome Coast. Just going to leave up my protection spell and say go. So I think we would have won this game anyway, honestly. So, all right, cool. So we'll take it. Deck does seem very good against future decks. Okay. Besides feeling woozy or whatever. So, yeah, great. Keep. So we get to play against an Overlord deck, which is good. So, yeah, similar to the historic Auras deck for sure. All right, some sort of Beans Overlord deck. Enduring Innocence. Yeah, I'm just gonna ship it. Quadruple Surveil Land. What is going on? Caretaker Talent is just a worse engine than the two engines we already have, so... Armor. Alright, maybe we're scan, right? Innocence, armor, attack. Card draw engines are all rolled up. I don't know what they're doing. Hey Cassie, what's up, dude? Nice hat, man. Where'd the hat come from? Oh, he's down. He's on the board. Cassie's also greens. He's invisible. Invisible, baby! What is going on here? Hey, dude. Wanna go up? Come here. Say hi, everyone. Come say hi, everyone. Look who's back at the babysitter. They're going to anoint the thing and not my innocence? That's really weird, Cassie. Why would they do that? That's a very strange play. Don't you agree? All right, here's innocence number 2. I guess if a Sunfall me is really bad. What?
Music?
Music? No, not music right now, Cassie. I got to stream. You don't want to get me hit by the DMCA, do you? Yes, not.
He's invisible. Come on.
All right. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god. One button.
Hit a button. Getting blown out by Sunfall is pretty bad. It was obviously very odd they chose to anoint my other creature. Meaning they probably will have a way to exile this. We have Fey Flight. If I play Innocence a Sunfall, it's pretty bad. But if I don't do anything, it's pretty bad too. Tough call. Tough call, honestly. Alright, I was gonna ship it. Draw a card. It's a Tamer. Alright, well. Please don't Sunfall me. Need to have an untapped land and a Sunfall. Not really sure what they're playing, honestly. Okay. They don't no untapped land. And they have an Overlord. So I feel like we're fairly likely to get Sunfalled next turn. However, if we just play Tamer and then play an enchantment, we draw on there we draw a bunch of cards, so I'm in. Draw a card. Draw a card. Glimmer, sheltered, Fey Flight. Alright, so let's attack and say go. And then honestly, if they Sunfall, I could just Fey Flight and draw 2. It's one of the many Overlord piles. Obviously, the sideboard counterspells are very important for a matchup like this. Fey Flight has to actually enter the battlefield, so if I just play it and they kill a creature response, I don't draw, so... They're going to Overlord again. Okay. They are at 9, so they're going to cast Leyline Binding. Okay. What am I going to do? Not cast it? They have another removal spell? They do. Sure. I mean, the dust settles here, and I'm pretty happy about things, honestly. Shelter by Ghost can also remove anything. So I could remove... I guess if I remove the binding, though, then I risk them, like, killing my creature and getting it back. One card. 9 life. Overlords are off the mark. We do get to draw 2 cards, which is a pretty big game. I could just play the Glimmer first. Let's play Glimmer. Draw 2. Draw a card. I'm sure Armories win, right? Don't draw armor. Alright. Well, what do we want to do here? Unfortunately, our options are very, very limited, having drawn only lands and sheltered by ghosts. 1 card in hand. Alright, whatever. It also ups our clock, too, so... Let's do this. Hit the binding. Play Coast attack. This basically forces Sunfall, I feel like. I guess if I kill the Innocents, they get back the binding, and they can kill something else, too, but... Cool. They don't have binding, they lose. They hit land binding, I think they still lose, right? We just put the Shelter by Ghosts on the Innocents. I guess they get binding the actual Shelter by Ghosts. That's fair, but they didn't, so that's fine. So just another domain variation. Tiger Sharp asked Jim, you know your Cuber of Sorts. I have a question for you. If you can find a second for any amount of mice figure small. I'm trying to implement a Madness Discard Matters theme in my Legacy Plus cube. I'm having trouble making cuts, including other themes. When you're mapping out a cube, how heavy do you feel you need to dive into supporting niche pieces for synergistic decks versus good cards to ensure all decks function as a baseline? All decks will function usually. You know, like it's not that hard to make a deck function, I don't think. There are a lot of cool Madnessy cards that just like are good generically. Like Fable the Mirror Breaker, etc. There's like that cool commander card. 3/3 has to attack, discard your hand, draw. 3 card in a card. There was like a very light Madness in my theme in my cube for a while, but you're just looking for the gems, you know, the cards that like can be like fine but also work on it. Smuggler's Copter and so on and so forth. So I would say that I would err towards synergy. But yeah, so all right, so we're gonna bring in our negates and our stroke. Destroy Evil seems kind of nice also. Our ossifications don't seem... On the ossifications and the Shelter by Ghosts all seem pretty bad. And then, like, I gotta cut one more. They had a main deck Anoints, too. Maybe we just shave, like, an Innocence. We gotta beat down. We got to kill them, realistically, so... Fey Flight's kind of clunky, too. I should shave an Innocence. It's bad against all their exile removal, so... Does seem like kind of hard matchup. They obviously have lockdowns, too, so... We draw a pretty bad hand, unfortunately. 3 land, 4 spells. You can't really keep, which have no 1s or 2s. Yeah, I'm just gonna mulligan. We gotta get on the board fast, so... Yeah. Sort of better. Alright, we'll keep this. Probably dump The Fey Flight. I guess this cantrips, right? I know it doesn't. I'm thinking of it. What card am I thinking of? Cartouche something? Let's dump this. Alright, so we have Glimmer. Second Glimmer. Alright, yeah, sure. So, not great. They got the beans. Their draw looks much smoother this game. Alright. So they kill those, get to untap, play Glimmer with a protection spell up, which is fine. The problem is our cock's really slow this game. Beans number 2 is actually kind of good for us, because it means they're not interacting this turn. So, the Tamer? Okay. I'm kind of in for that. They have no white either. Some of the mana bases, obviously, like Domain decks, are really, really embarrassing. There's an Overlord, sure. Like, the games that don't have Overlord, like, you just wonder how they ever cast a spell. Now they have an Overlords, obviously, so they're doing their thing, but they got a white and a binding, sure. Alright, so we're probably super dead this game. It's obviously a phenomenal draw on their part now. We'll save it, make a token, untap, and like, let's try to gate. Please. We draw a second rescue. Alright. I mean, that's fine. Let me just armor up here and just try and kill them. We probably have no chance to win this game, but what are you going to do? You know, like, it seems like I kind of have a hard matchup, and their draw was particularly good, and ours is pretty bad, so we'll attack. Again, if we added a gate here, you know, we could just negate the Sunfall and tap and kill them. It'd still be sweet. We just don't, so... That is a hat. Yes, I'm sorry. Cassian. That's Karn Cam. Not supposed to be hat cam. I don't know where his hat came from. I guess he got it at the babysitter, but it is a hat. Yes. First time chat. You know what? Actually, if it's driving engagement, sure. There you go. It's hat cam. Hat cam. Ugh. Just a random hat laying on the battlefield. I mean, so right now they have Sunfall, and they're trying to decide if they can win the game without casting it, try and beat a negate. They're going to try and do it. Wow, okay. Yeah, we'll try. I mean, we'll try a rescue. We have 9. We need this to win the game, so... Second kill, so we lose the game. We can't beat anything right now, so... Yeah, sure. So... If we draw Ethereal Armor, is that good enough? Not really. Yeah, I mean, we just can't win, so... We're only at 5, so I have to add to the board to try and win the game. It would take a Christmas miracle to win this game. Old Saint Nick. Yeah, there's Sunfall. Game 3 it is. That's... Yeah, I mean, mulligans, their hand was perfect. We're on the draw. Now we're on the play. Yada, yada, yada. So, run it back. On the play. It's fine. It's not great. Level 1 drop, but end step tracker, untap, have negate. It's alright. Their deck's weird. It looks really clunky. Anoint is good, but... Alright, so here's your Glimmer. Wonder if Spell Pierce would be in Foundation. Spell Pierce is pretty gas. I miss Spell Pierce. Yeah, like they're playing Cavern of Souls on Angel too. Just like, oh my god, how are you ever? Like they can't cast an Overlord next turn, you know. All right, so we're gonna say go. We'll try and end step a tracker. 5 years of Spell Pierce. Yeah, Spell Pierce is great. It's like Duress, you know. It's just one of those cards that kind of like that's cool stuff. They have a freaking another annoying here. I'm super sad, but no. Well, That's a lot of destroy evils, folks. I think we're in trouble. Let's draw. I don't even know if we can draw here, honestly. That's pretty good. Problem is that, like, they just tank forever about our removal spell, probably, and, like, I can't play it. Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna play it proactively, but the problem is, like, we should have no clock, you know, like. Yeah, we should have all the reactive cards. Sure. All right. We got a negate and a dream here. These destroyables are looking pretty bad. Oh no. It's funny. Maybe I should just like destroy evil the binding rather than use the Faithlight. Now they have a Zur. Let's kill the Zur, I guess, but alright. You're gone.
Get off my plane.
Our clock is so slow. Too many finicky sideboard cards, not enough engine, you know? Overlord. Hardcast Overlord. Yeah, that's fine. They only have 2 cards left. Alright, I mean... 4, 8, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Do we just end step this rescue? I don't think so. Alright, sick. Alright, attack. Get that clock going. Here we go. We got a negate and a chair, folks. God, stupid. God, stupid Atraxa. Hate this card. Alright. I guess you win. We already burned 2 of our destroy evils. Not an overlord against the rules. We have 1 stroke in the board. They have Cavern Souls anyway. It doesn't matter. So, Lockdown, Anoint, Sunfall, Beza. All right, that's fine. It is what it is. All right, on the play. Yeah, it's a little sketchy, but yeah, it's fine. Cottage. So we have another tough matchup here in a Golgari mid-range deck. So this is where, you know, in the first match they couldn't kill our creatures. Now they can, which is a lot rougher. So no more beans. So many beans. Draw land. Not draw land. That sucks. All right. Definitely awkward. 2 basics. Can't cast tracker. No 3rd land. Ah, yes, beans into Overlord. There's one thing that scares me about Standard, it's beans into Overlord. All right, well. Say go. Beans again. I don't think our tracker's long for this world. Wow. Wow. Still alive, huh? All right. Well, triple armor would kill them, right? If I draw another white. They do have 7 cards in hand. The problem is they have possible Sunfall next turn. We just can't stop it. Whatever. Wow, that worked. We missed on the white. All right, well. What are the odds their hand just like 7 Sunfalls? White! Oh, we drew it!
Inconceivable! Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Let's just sideboard like we did last time. Destroy evils and counter spells, cutting the ossifications and the shelter by ghosts, and 1 innocence, and yeah. Man, sometimes it be that way, huh? All right, so now we're on the draw. Double 1-drop draw is great though. Keep this. All right, double track. All right, that's cool. We got double scavenger. We might just go scavenger armor, honestly. No, they have an untapped land. Never mind. No, my scavenger's so sad. We draw destroy evil. Okay. Do I want armor here? I don't think so. Let's get that clock in play. I think I do, actually. Clock's so important. We'll draw more enchantments. Like, they'll overlord this turn. We'll go land attack and step tracker. Oh my god. No land for them, though. Got that going for us. Missed the land drop. Oh my god. This game's been ugly. Ugly games, folks. Sure. Beans. Beans, 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 beans. No land still? Alright, well, here we go. Sometimes these domain decks do just fall apart, you know? Alright, and, yeah. I think we're pretty good here, honestly. We do the island too. God, we're so lucky. Oh man, now we have the flight up again. Yeah, this is a shit show. All right, well, obviously a little lucky here, but we'll take it. If they go land lockdown, I guess we still keep our tracker though, right? Man, get your Enormous Afflictions now, folks. Well, that wasn't a very fun game, I guess, but whatever. The fact this deck has a puncher's chance against the domain deck is great, you know? Alright, so this deck does feel weak to the domain decks, for sure. Sunfall, you know, and Friends definitely kind of an issue. It has sideboard tools. You could also board tie binders and stuff as well. But seems great against the aggro decks. And honestly, seems like a pretty good deck. Like, and then again, a phenomenal budget deck. If you're looking for a first paper deck to get back into standard at your local FNMs and stuff, this deck is perfect because the only expensive cards are Attikar Wastes, Flood Farm Burge, and Seachrome Coast, which go in multiple decks in multiple formats, which is great. So yeah, is it good enough for Worlds? I'm not sure about. More testing required, but cool. So more to play on stream. You folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.